Philippians chapter 1, verses 6 and 7. And I'm sure of this, that he who began a good work in you will bring it to completion at the day of Jesus Christ. It is right for me to feel this way about you all, because I hold you in my heart, for you are all partakers with me of grace, both in my imprisonment and in the defense and confirmation of the gospel. There was a time in my early life when I would begin things and I would never complete them. It was simple things I would finish, but anything that was complicated, took a long time, I kind of lose interest and I'd just let it go. And so what happened? Well, things kind of changed when I was in the military. Went through the Army Ranger training, and I think I just didn't have the discipline to stay with things. And so I decided, what happened was I just decided I was going to stick to it until I finished what I set out to accomplish. Now the thing was, I was pretty much successful in that, though I didn't always accomplish things the best way. I tried, and I didn't give up unless I just thought that the rewards didn't really pay for the energy it was putting into it. Well, Paul wrote to the Philippians here about something very interesting. He said that God would complete the good work that he started in them. The Lord our God has begun salvation in every believer. He began in the believers in Philippi, began in their church. And while Paul was chosen vessel by God, it was not Paul who did this, for Paul realized it was God's salvation. He indicated the Lord began a good work in them, and he would also complete it in them. What God does, what he starts, he also finishes. Here Paul wrote of the continuing work of growing them in Christ-likeness and building the church, taking them to the finished end, which is glorification. So it was an ongoing process. Now God perfectly finishes everything that he begins. And this is great news for you and for me, because God has begun a great work in us. He saved us, if we're believers, by faith in Jesus Christ alone. And he's going to finish that work. He's going to progress us and cause us to grow in Christ-likeness until the time when our life is done and he takes us to glory. And that's really good news, because he will finish what he has started in us. And Paul had confidence in this. If we look at this verse again, he had confidence because he saw the life of Jesus in them. He saw that in the fact that they supported him and they were participants in the gospel ministry with him. I've been with many congregations and many years, and when you see the lives of believers, you can really see the difference in some. Some have a hunger for righteousness, a pursuit of holiness that is so truly evident that you can't miss it. And these bring great joy to me, just watching these folks as God works in their lives. The heart of devotion to the Lord is manifested, truly though, in genuine Christian countenance. That is display of the fruit of the Spirit in a person's life. And those whom I've seen these qualities, they give me great confidence in their conversion experience and that God will complete in them the things he set out to do.